What's up, guys? It's Dugout Talk. It's Steven here. We're gonna make an attempt to see how out of the park baseball goes on this. This is my first time actually doing this, so bear with me if it's a little shaky. But let's go ahead and get started. So, out of the park baseball, it's one of those computer games that you can buy on Steam. You can get the newest version, which is Out of the Park 22. I have the 21 or the 2021 version. But you can buy this game on the Steam app for about 20 bucks. I believe the price may have gone down. I haven't checked recently, but if you're interested in wanting to do some gaming, this is a nice little cheap game that you can do in your free time. Essentially, the point of this game is you can either be the manager of a ball club or you can be the general manager of a ball club. You can run your own major league team. You can run a minor league team, a team in one of the international leagues, such as the Nippon Baseball League in Japan. I believe there's the teams in the Dominican Republic that you can run as well. Um, it's just kind of looking at the home screen here. There's a lot of game options that you can do here. As you can see, I have a game running right now, but I'm not going to use that for these recording purposes. You can also save as many games on this database as you want. You can do a new standard game, new historical game, or a new custom game. The new custom game is when you can create your own baseball world. Maybe we'll try that in the future. But for right now, we're just going to do a new historical game. For this purpose, we're going to enable challenge mode. There's also a mode on here that you can be the commissioner of a league where you don't necessarily run a team as a manager or a general manager. You just kind of watch from a distance and see what takes place and what's kind of going on. Commissioner mode can be fun, but I think is to kind of get some skill level, I guess, in this game. We're going to enable challenge mode, and we're just going to get going here. So for the historical leagues, you've got your early years, which is 1871 through 1900, which is the first years of baseball. You got the dead ball era, I'm sorry, 1901 to 1920. Baseball's rebirth, 1921 to 1945. You got the golden years, 1946 to 1960. The baseball boom from 1961 to 1979. The defensive era from 1980 to 1992, the power years from 1993 to 2004, and then the modern times, 2005, and so on. I'm going to go with the modern times just to start off. Oh, and by the way, you have these options when you select a season that you want to do. You can import complete history up to a certain year. You can import real minor leagues. And you can use random players from all eras instead of real rosters. So we'll go ahead and select the modern times. We'll start off in 2005. I'm going to import complete history up to 2005 and import the real minor leagues. Optimize play ratings for career play. I'm not really sure what the difference is here. I think this is just with career play, you have stats up to that point in the season. So in this case, everything that happened up to 2004 is part of the player's stats. And then from there, however the seasons go from 2005 and beyond, or however the game has the seasons go from 2005 and beyond. I think you get my drift. I'm sorry, I'm kind of tripping over my words here. So we'll go to next step. And this can take a little bit to load, especially if you've got a lot of content saved on here. So I would suggest if you do get this game and you try to run multiple games, I would suggest if you haven't played one in a while, just delete it. It'll make the game run a lot faster. Yeah, this should be fun. I think just kind of looking back as far as 2005 goes, there was a new team came into the league, technically a new team. The Washington Nationals became a franchise. Initially, they were the Montreal Expos. After the Expos, I guess in a way, were forced to relocate. They picked Washington, D.C. as their new home. They were able to stay in the National League East that way. And think it was good to have baseball back in the nation's capital. They had Washington D.C. had three of pro sport teams at the time, with the former Washington Redskins, the Washington Wizards of the NBA, and the Washington Capitals of the NHL. Baseball had been in DC for a while, with the Washington Senators being a team. There's a part of me that kind of hopes whenever the league expands, or if teams are forced to relocate, that the Senators get brought back to life. Um, so yeah, this is again, this just takes a minute to load. You can skip over this part in the video once it gets uploaded. And another cool thing, there's little fun facts that or fun quotes and sayings that are brought up on the loading screen. So everyone says baseball is fun. I didn't get to read it. You can take a look at that. But yeah, this is just kind of a fun little thing that we want to try and do with Dugout Talk. And I don't know if I'm going to make a series out of this. So say I'm still not really sure how this is going to run. We kind of talked about in our reintroduction video yesterday about potentially me and Cameron going in and doing a same gameplay where we both run a different team. There's a lot you can do with this game. If you're a nerd like me and Cam, and you like to just kind of simulate what could have been, I think this is the right game for you. This is the right game for you. There's a few other games out there that you could play. There's this one app called What If Sports. It's kind of similar to this, except you're not a manager necessarily or anything like that. All right, here we go. Real life transactions and lineups. This is not recommended because historical minor league. I enabled historical minor leagues, which basically means up to this point, whoever was in the minor leagues going into the 2005 season is in the minor leagues. But also, there's not really a whole lot of fun to this if you just use real historical transactions, real historical lineups, because then it just means that you get the same players that would have been on the team anyway. So we're not going to do that. We are, however, going to require full minor league rosters, but I'm going to block fictional players from reaching the majors. So what that'll do is whenever minor league games are going on, they will just fill in ghost players, fake players, to fill in any holes in the roster if a team hasn't met a certain roster requirement. So the next step, automatically expand lead, hold expansion draft, enable automatic import of financial settings. We'll keep all that the same. Scouting, usually I just keep this the same, normal 20 to 80 on actual rating scale, player potential rating scale 20 to 80. This isn't too important to look at. So we'll just keep everything the same here. As far as new game goes, I'm going to be manager of a team, so we'll just label this game manager. Enter starting year 2005. We'll have autosave daily. I'll keep my name the same here. And we are going to just play as the manager. And since I had just talked about how the Washington Nationals became a new team, or formerly the Montreal Expos, now the Washington Nationals, why not? Let's go and be the manager of the Washington Nationals. Let's be the first official skipper of this ball club. So yeah, this should be fun. We'll see how this goes. I will admit this game can be very frustrating at times, but if you're a baseball fan, if you're a true baseball fan, it's kind of a roller coaster ride of emotions anyway. It's very easy to get frustrated over the small things. I was just in my previous game that I was doing. I went from being a 5-1 team to losing 4 in a row on some what seemed like really stupid things, and that does get really irritating after a while. So you might see me rage. I'll do my best to not rage really hard, but it might come out. Yeah, it might come out because this game can be very intense sometimes. But we'll just kind of see. We'll see where this takes us. You guys can join along in the journey, and yeah, it's just again, I don't really know how I'm gonna exactly go about this. I don't know if I'm gonna make a full series out of this, um, but we'll see. We'll just see how it goes, and we'll go from here. Um, little history on the Nationals. They were actually an 81 and 80 team in 2005 in the National League East, and they finished fifth in the division. So that just goes to show you how competitive the NL East was that year. The Marlins were 2 years removed from a World Series title as a wild card team. The Braves were at the very tail end of their decade and a half long string of success. The Phillies were an up and coming team. They had their load of talent of Ryan Howard, Chase Utley, Jimmy Rollins, Shane Victorino, the likes of Roy Halladay, um, Cliff Lee, Cole Hamels. You know, they had their makings of their 2008 World Series team, World Series championship team in the making their rounds in the majors at this point. Even the Mets were a pretty stingy club. They had David Wright making his way up to the major league staff. So there was the National League East was very competitive at this time, and the Nationals they had guys from the Expos come over, kind of follow the team out to Washington. They were, I guess, the weakling. They were the weaklings of the division, but even as the weaklings, they still finished a game over 500 in fifth place. And to even put this into perspective, the National League West that year only saw one team win the or with a 500 with an over 500 record. It was the San Diego Padres, and they won the National League West with an 82 and 80 record, which still to this day is the lowest winning percentage for any division winning team in the modern era. That is. Um, so to think that the National League East, who had five teams over 500, had four teams miss the playoffs because the Cardinals and Astros in the Central were powerhouses. And I believe St. Louis won 100 games that year. The Astros won like 89, 90, got the wild card easily. The Padres had to be in the playoffs because that's how it goes. Division winners, at least during this time, it was division winners and a wild card team made the playoffs. And with San Diego's 82 wins, they locked a postseason spot and potentially and pretty much stole a postseason spot from much more deserving teams, including three in the East with the Phillies, the Mets, the Marlins. The Braves won the division that season, so they were a lock as well. It's just a crazy baseball is just a really crazy game like that. And it's still a crazy game like that. And I think I personally think that's what makes the sport beautiful is there is no guarantee you can win 90 games in a season, but unless if you win the division, you're not you only had one chance or you only had one spot in the playoffs and you had to be the best team to not win the division. So that's kind of what makes the game, or at least at this time, it made the game crazy. Now we have two wild card spots, which I still kind of have mixed opinions on that. I don't know how I necessarily feel about it. Um, maybe if they change the format with it maybe if they change the format to where the wild card game wasn't just a single game elimination, maybe if they made it a series, um, I probably would be a little more exciting, but I don't mind it. I think it actually makes the competition in September a little more exciting, although I have noticed over the years, and you've probably noticed this as well, division races aren't nearly as exciting as they once were, just because teams are more okay with going after the wild card, if that makes sense. It feels like if at least it feels like teams are okay with being a wild card instead of trying to win the division. Which I guess maybe that's not the best way for teams. Teams should be looking at it, but if you've got two wild card spots versus one, the pressure isn't nearly there. All right, here we go. This is what um, the home screen looks like once you get into the game itself. Up here at the top, it is Friday, February 25th. Spring training is getting ready to start. This green button right here, it just shows you to read an important message. This isn't really an important message. That's not anything huge. So you just have your mailbox right here. It says that I've been tapped to manage the Washington Nationals. So you can read that if you want. It's not really that important. It gives you a top 100 prospects list published, and if you look at it in 2005, Felix Hernandez, an 18-year-old right-handed pitcher for the Seattle Mariners, was the number one prospect at this time. This is kind of cool to look at. You got Sean Marshall, who was an average relief pitcher. Hanley Ramirez, Boston Red Sox. A lot of people forget he was with the Red Sox before. Carlos Carrasco, he's currently with the Mets, but he was in the Phillies organization at this time as a 17-year-old. Troy Tulowitzki, Justin Verlander, Joey Votto, Ben Zobrist. He was in the Astros system for a while before going to the Tampa Bay Rays. He was the 2016 World Series MVP for the Cubs. Josh Johnson, kind of a failed starter, kind of a mixed starter. I'd say probably average, about like Sean Marshall was. And then Anibal Sanchez also was with the Red Sox, but most notable for his time in Florida and Detroit. So that's kind of a cool little thing to look at if you're interested. So here on this tab, you've got a file tab. This is basically your main screen. So if you click this link, you'll go back to your start screen to start a new game. You can create a new game, load a game, save a game, et cetera, et cetera. This game tab, the game home screen, takes you back to that first page that we were just on. This is the manager's office tab. You can look at your mail and news. This is really the most important tab, I would say, that you'll have to look at, and that's this page, because you'll get emails from your scout, from your owner, your general manager, so forth. This MLB tab, you can actually take a look at the other leagues besides Major League Baseball. So you can look at the AAA affiliates, the AA leagues, single A, the rookie ball leagues. You can take a look at those if you want. You can follow your minor league clubs if you're so interested. Also on this Major League tab, you got the off-season center homepage. You can look at the standings, news from around the league, scores from around the league. You can look at the schedule, stats, transactions, anything that you want to look at in this tab. Your team tab, you can also look at other teams this way. So for example, if I want to look at the Brewers, for example, this is what theirs looks like. This is what their lineup looks like, or projected lineup, primary lineup, I should say, looks like. We'll go back to my squad. This is what my primary lineup looks like. This is what my primary rotation looks like. John Patterson apparently is my ace, with Esteban Loaiza, Livan Hernandez, Tomo Oka, and Sunwoo Kim. I'm going to be honest, I don't recognize any of those names. Those are well beyond what I played. The only one, or this is well beyond when I started paying attention. The only name I do recognize is Luis Ayala, and I only recognize him because I actually saw him in person one time when he was with the Braves. But I got Jamie Carroll, Brad Wilkerson, Nick Johnson, Jose Guillen, Vinny Castilla. He's a veteran at this point. So pretty average lineup. So say it kind of looks like the lineup of a team that was going through like an expansion draft. And then you've got this play tab here. You can choose to autoplay to up to a certain point. So you can autoplay to spring training, you can autoplay to opening day, all-star voting, all-star prospects, just stuff like that. I'm not gonna go through spring training because, to be honest, I don't really care about spring training. That's not the purpose of this game. So I'm gonna click autoplay to the next game at Philadelphia Phillies. April 4th is opening day. You just kind of have to ride this out. Also, this can take a little bit of time, but because I'm skipping through spring training, I can actually look and see how my team is doing. Oh, just received a personal message. So this is transaction news. This is just my general manager is telling me this is who is on the spring training squad. And it tells me where they are being recalled from. So I got AAA New Orleans, AA Harrisburg, there's single A Potomac. So this is just kind of this is just a list of guys that are on the 60-man roster for spring training. See, as far as this goes, roster moves that involve players from your team. So my GM went out and signed Ruben Mateo, who moved around between the Pirates and Royals last year. He's an outfielder. We got Devin Ivani from New Orleans, and we received another catcher, Drew McMillan from New Orleans. We lost Dan Dement to New Orleans, and we lost Christian Guerrero to New Orleans, it looks like. So nothing too important there. I'm just going to go back to opening day, skipping here. So this is the division. This is what the division looks like as far as spring training goes. Again, like I said, I don't care. Looks like we lost our first game of spring training. It'll only interrupt things like this. Autoplay will only get interrupted if I get a personal message or something. So there's more player transaction news. Mateo was lost at AAA, so he's not on the roster anymore. Here's some scouting reports. There's a scouting report on Zach Day. He's a starting pitcher. He pitched for the Expos, so he has major league experience, but maybe he's not looked at as an opening day roster guy. And then there's a relief pitcher, Jason Bregman, who's in the very low minor leagues, who's also getting scouted. Maybe looks like he's probably a Rule 5, so he's getting considered. This is nothing really all that. Peak of the top 5 hitters in spring training: Ronnie Belliard, Joe Borkhardt, Ray Durham, Brian Giles, Richard Hidalgo, and then just spring training begins. So nothing important there. There's a tab here if you actually do want to play a spring training game. This is, for example, against the Milwaukee Brewers. So I could click that and I could show you what that looks like. But for the sake of time, I'm not going to do that. We'll just go ahead and autoplay to opening day. Looks like I'm 0-2 in spring training right now. I don't care about spring training. Like I said, it's just like in real life, it's just a way to kind of see what you have as far as talent goes. Let's see here. Dan Wright. Looks like we signed him as a free agent. He was with the Chicago White Sox. Guessing he was a relief pitcher, just kind of based on the numbers. I can't move my cursor. Just kind of based on the numbers, it says in 4 games he's 0-4. Actually, he's probably a starter. If he pitched 4 games, has 4 losses, he's probably a starter. All right, let's move on. Hopefully this doesn't keep going. Oh, I won a game. I am 1-2. I'm better than the New York Mets, apparently. The Cardinals and Giants are 4-0 in the National League. The Angels 4-0 in the American League. The Angels had a pretty good. The Angels and Cardinals had really good teams during this time, so this isn't really all that shocking. The Blue Jays and Orioles are on top in the East. I believe in 2005, the Orioles actually were in first place for like 60 games or something like that. And they were very mediocre up to this point. So, and like I said, up to this point, history is whatever happened before 2005 actually happened. This is this is simulated history. I received a few messages, it looks like. Oh, well, it looks like my GM has decided to make a trade. So this is what happens. Since I'm not a general manager, I had no say in this, but the Washington Nationals traded Livan Hernandez to the Pittsburgh Pirates for 27-year-old shortstop Jack Wilson. He's an MLB veteran. We also traded away second baseman Seth Bynum, who's a minor leaguer. I don't really care much about that. Wilson is a 265 hitter over a 562 game career, 101 doubles, 20 triples, 27 homers, 193 RBI, 261 runs scored. Hernandez is 95 and 94 with a 4.13 career ERA, 1,181 strikeouts in 1,704.1 innings, and allowed 1,788 hits. Typical average, or average pitcher, I guess. So because of this trade now, I have to go and review what my rotation looks like. So I have a spot here that is empty now. It still has Patterson, Loaiza, Oka, and Kim in my rotation. So now I'm going to have to figure out as the manager who is going to take over that spot. So first of all, I'm going to move everybody up one rotation spot. Here it looks like Tony Armas is my only other option, and he may not be a bad option actually. So we'll go ahead and put him in the 5 spot. I do have an all right-handed rotation though. Not too thrilled about that. And then this tab right here, this is what my bullpen looks like at the moment if opening day was today. So and it shows where everybody is placed. So Chad Cordero right now is my closer. Luis Ayala is my setup man. Mike O'Connor is my lefty specialist. Danny Ruckel, he doesn't really have a role. So say he's just kind of in my bullpen. And then as far as middle relief guys go, I have Gary Majewski, Hector Carrasco, Claudio Vargas, and John Rauch. John Rauch? Rauch? I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think it's Rauch actually. So we're gonna just go ahead and put Tony Armas in there, and let's try to get through this. I'm 6-4 in spring, so that's kind of a good sign. I'm only behind the Phillies in the division. I received another personal message. I think it's just some transaction news. Nah, this isn't really important. If you want to look at kind of what other teams are doing, for example, the Astros made a trade or they traded Javier Valentin, or they acquired Javier Valentin from the Reds for Eric Bruntlett and Willie Taveras. You can look at injury news. Ray King. Looks like Craig Biggio is dealing with an injury. This isn't really important news. Doug Brocail has an injury update. Ironically enough, the Reds traded for Willie Taveras, and then he ended up getting hurt. So great trade there, Cincinnati. Great trade. Astros got Guillermo Velasquez, and then the Cardinals and Rangers made another trade. St. Louis got Gerald Laird for Jeff Suppan and Scott Vanderweg. So, nothing important there. But if you want to look at that, you absolutely can. Looks like I'm tied with the Phillies now for a 7-4 record. The Diamondbacks are 9-2 in spring training, 10-2 now. So it looks like they have the best record in spring. They were 51-111 in 2004. So that's kind of saying something. It could mean something down the road. Who knows? In real time in 2005, the Diamondbacks finished second in the division that year. So they went from 51 wins to 77 wins. It was a 26 game win improvement under Bob Melvin. So that's something to kind of look at. That's real time. That is. Right now they're 12-3. Nationals are 10-5. They're 11-5 now in spring. So that's a good sign. And it looks like Nick Johnson is second in batting average in spring training. He's hitting 442. So it's good. It's a good sign. I think, I try to take this with a grain of salt. It's just more to see kind of where my team is sitting. But yeah, and right now, thankfully, this is going really fast. Looks like we're kind of struggling a little bit here. 12-8 now, tied with the Braves and the Phils. It happens. I'm not worried about it. One thing with spring training, as you get a little closer to opening day, the game will try to get you to play some of the spring training games. Oh, wow, that's a lot of mail. Okay. So one way to kind of filter all of this mail, look for this red exclamation point if you're in the mailbox. That's yours that you need to know. So it looks like Tony Armas, who I originally had as my fifth starter, is now going to AAA. But there is another pitcher, Ed Yarnell, that I have received from AAA New Orleans. So it looks like he has a shot to be in the rotation. So here the tab tells me to review the rotation, and I could either go with Yarnell, who is a lefty, or I could go with Daryl Rasner. I'm gonna take a look and see how he's doing. So Rasner has a 3.09 ERA. It actually looks like he's being used in the bullpen as well, which that could be useful. So he has a 3.09 ERA. Ed Yarnell, he hasn't pitched yet. So because he hasn't pitched yet and he's now on the spring training roster, I'm going to go ahead and put Daryl Rasner as my number 5 starter right now, and then I can look and see how my starters are doing. Patterson's doing really well, 2.21 ERA. Esteban Loaiza is doing okay, 3.6 ERA. Oka and Kim, they're not doing so hot, but I don't really have a ton of options, so I kind of have to live with it right now. As far as my bullpen goes, Ed Yarnell is listed as a bullpen guy at the moment. Bullpen, they look okay. It's not great numbers exactly, but it's not terrible. Again, it's spring training. You just want to kind of keep an eye on that. And then as far as this goes with the mail news, if there isn't really anything else to look at, you can there's a button here where you can actually mark everything as red. So I think it's right here. You can say read all and everything goes away. So nothing is bolded anymore. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to opening day. I'm 13-10. There's a 4-way tie for first in the East for spring training. By the way, this isn't actually how spring training works. There's the Grapefruit League and the Cactus League, and Washington is in the Grapefruit League because that's based in Florida. This game doesn't follow spring training rules. They just have the National League play each other and the American League play each other, which is okay. 13-12, Nick Johnson and Ryan Church are actually second and third in batting average in spring training right now. Johnson at 385, Church at 359. So that's nice. All right, so now I have an injury update. Tomo-Oka was diagnosed with elbow inflammation. He is out for 3 weeks. So essentially, looking at the date, it's March 28th. Opening day is next week. So I probably should put him on the disabled list. Here, it might make me make a roster move. We'll have to see. Ryan Church is leading on base percentage. All right, as far as player transaction news, this is just guys I've lost now to AAA. Review rotation. So as you can see here, where Tomo-Oka was, I now have an open roster spot. So I'm going to actually move Daryl Rasner to the number 3. Ed Yarnell is now going to be my number 5. He has been getting used, thankfully, so I have a little better idea of how he's doing. Sunwoo Kim will stay as my 4. So yeah, this could be a little rough. And okay, so what I was talking about earlier, as you get closer to opening day, you'll start getting this thing of it says continue play game versus Phillies. So it'll try to get you to play the final few spring training games, but I'm not going to do that. I'll show you what the actual games look like once we get to opening day. 14-14, not bad. I'll take it. I like where we are. I think considering historically this team actually went 81-80, I would be very happy with an 81-80 record. Ryan Church. Oh, look at this. And in the batting average section right here, Ryan Church, Nick Johnson, Jose Guillen, all on the Nationals have the best batting average. So that's really cool. It's actually really nice to see that. Hopefully that translates. Player development update. This is just a scouting report on some of my guys. Jack Wilson, Ryan Church. These are two guys that I'm going to have probably more than likely have on my opening day roster. Hector Carrasco, I'll have him on my opening day roster. Gary Majewski, probably have him on my opening day roster as well. John Wilson, he's potentially going to be there. Craig Kuzmic could be there as well. Yeah, so I'll actually go ahead. Let's see, it's Friday, April 1st. I'll still auto play to opening day, so April 3rd. 15-15 record. You play 30 games in spring training. Not bad. I like it. Technically only a game out of first place for spring training in the division. So I think 15-15 is very respectable. They were very hot at one point, but didn't translate all the way. That's okay though. Just hopefully the regular season goes better or is about 500. I'd be okay with a 500 record. I haven't even been looking at the American League spots. That's okay. So the loading screen, it might take a little bit. All right, autoplay was interrupted because the regular season starts today. That's cool. So now PM for my general manager, Dan Cassone. Welcome to the new season. I hope the offseason treated you well. This is a reminder that you should at least try to stay close to an even record. So I'm not expected to do much. So hopefully let's try to exceed expectations, I guess. Player transaction news. So these are the guys that I am getting on the major league roster. I've got Daryl Rasner, Ed Yarnell, two guys I put in my rotation, and then Jack Wilson, who I got in the trade. It says that these three were lost to AAA, but it looks like they were just recalled, so you can just ignore that. So yeah, and then 100 prospects lists stays about the same. Some guys moved around. Josh Willingham, I forgot he was a catcher. That's crazy. All right, MLB opening day. Red Sox had Yankees. Red Sox were the World Series champions in 2004. They're opening the season. We'll go ahead and review our depth charts at this point. So this is what the primary lineup looks like. And as you can see, I do not have a shortstop listed right now. So Jack Wilson will be put as my shortstop. I think I'm going to move things around a little bit as far as primaries go. So I think I'm going to move Jamie Carroll to the 8th spot. I'm going to have Wilson as my leadoff guy. I'm going to have Nick Johnson as my 2. Jose Guillen will hit 3. I am going to try to make this righty lefty as best as I can. I'll actually keep Church and Schneider where they are. And then my pitcher spot will be 9th. Here, this is just like substitutions. Looks like Andy Chavez is my backup outfielder, as well as Melvin Nieves. So what I will probably do, and this is essentially what you can do here, is you can make it so that, for example, Brian Schneider is my starting catcher. My backup catcher is Craig Kuzmic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Kuzmic catch every 3rd game instead of whenever Schneider is tired, just to give Schneider some rest. Nick Johnson, I think I'll keep him as my primary first baseman, so I'm not too worried about him. Jamie Carroll, Jose Vidro. I like every 5th game for Vidro. So it looks like Vinny Castilla is my 3rd baseman, so maybe in that case, I will make Jamie Carroll my 3rd baseman every 5th day, because I think Carroll could be an everyday player. Jack Wilson with Jamie Carroll, because I don't want to overplay, and I trust that Wilson's probably going to be able to stay healthy, so we'll do that. Wilkerson, Church, Guillen. One thing I wish they had on here was you could make it to where if a lefty was on the mound and you didn't want a lefty in the lineup, you could switch this up. That's one thing this game does not have, which kind of sucks. I think it would be very helpful. So I've got 3 left-handed outfielders. Actually, I have 3. I have 3 left-handed outfielders. So just to kind of keep it sane, so then Andy Chavez is getting some work in. We'll say every 7th game, maybe I'll keep, no, every 20th game. Maybe for Guillen, we'll go like every 15th game, just to kind of keep these guys on there, or keep these guys fresh. Oh wait, I actually have Melvin Nieves right here. So let me think. You know what? I think I'll move Nieves here. So maybe Wilkerson will just be my primary, or I'll move Chavez here as well, and I'll just make it every 20th game. Yeah, because you want to try and get your guys in on occasion. Well, not on occasion, but you want to get them some playing time. Looks like Rick Short is going to be my infielder who gets some starts here and there. Yeah, so it's just kind of whatever you want to do in this case. So that's how I'll keep my lineup. Rotation review. So I only have 3 guys, it looks like, but again, I'm going to keep Ed Yarnall and Dale Rasner in my rotation. So that's how we'll go there. And then as far as my bullpen goes, it looks like Mike O'Connor is going to be my specialist. I'm pretty okay with this. Looks like Claudio Vargas can be my innings eater in long relief. I think O'Connor may have that capability. I may change that up. John Rauch, I think he probably has capability to be a long reliever as well. So I'll go ahead and make him a long relief. So yeah, we'll just kind of keep this as is. We'll finish up today. One easy thing about being a manager versus being a general manager, when you're a general manager, you have to actually make roster moves, and you gotta make the moves so that then your team is not violating roster rules where you're over the 25-man roster, over the 40-man roster. It's a pain in the butt sometimes, I will admit. All right, so let's see, review depth charts again. I don't know why I didn't save that, so we're just gonna move this around again. Sometimes this can be really frustrating too, because you're trying to set this up and it doesn't want to stay. So sometimes you just have to play with it and hope that it goes through. Try to change this up a little bit. You know what? I think I might actually make, just so Short can get some playing time in, although I'm not really sure why that just happened here. Come on. There we go. All right. Hopefully this works. This, like I said, this can get really frustrating. Trying to make this work out. We'll do every 10th game. And we'll do every 7th. For Guillen, we'll do every 15th. I think Guillen's probably going to be my primary outfielder, quote unquote. And then I got Jose Vidro. Okay, so this should work out. Maybe just to give Vidro some ABs. Maybe I'll go like every 3rd game with him, because Castilla's kind of old. Like I said, I'm a nerd with this, so just bear with me. I'm sorry if this is boring to you guys, but good news is we're finally at opening day. Let me just check my mail real quick. All right, nothing important there. So, I did get a scouting report from my scout. So it looks like Esteban Loaiza is going to be my opening day guy against Corey Little for the Phillies, and then it'll be Daryl Rasner against John Lieber and Sunwoo Kim against Brett Myers. And I don't really want to do this though here. I'm going to just make a quick change. So as far as pitching goes, Loaiza will be my number one. Then it'll be Patterson. Try to make it like so. Hopefully this works out. All right. All right. So this is what the game looks like now. We are at opening day. Before every game, you'll get a lineup screen that looks like this, and it looks like everything went the way I wanted it to. So my lineup is of Jack Wilson playing short, Nick Johnson at first, Jose Guillen in right, Brad Wilkerson in left field, Vinny Castilla at third, Ryan Church in center, Brian Schneider is catching, Jamie Carroll's at second, and then John Patterson is my opening day starter. Phillies have Kenny Lofton in center, Bobby Abreu in right field, Chase Utley is at first base, believe it or not. Pat Burrell is in left field, Jimmy Rollins is at short, Placido Polanco, one of the best defenders in all of baseball, is at second base. David Bell, now current Cincinnati Reds manager, is at third base. Corey Little is actually hitting eighth under manager Charlie Manuel. And Mike Lieberthal, the catcher, is batting ninth. All right, we're going to go ahead and do this. This is the only game I'm going to do in this gameplay. And we'll just kind of go from there since this video is already running kind of long. So yeah, here we go. Here we go. All right. So this is Citizens Bank Park. I have it set up to hit these buttons here, and we're just going to go. We're just going to swing away. So Jack Wilson starting off. Count is 1-0. And he rips it into left center. All right. Good start. It looks like he's going to get to second base on that. He'll get there easily. So I'm just kind of watching this and I'm making the decisions as I go. So now it's Nick Johnson. I could try to get Wilson to steal third, but I think I'm just going to do a hit and run instead. And Johnson smokes that one. Oh, that might go. All right. We're off to a good start. We are off to a great start. Johnson just hit a homer on a hit and run. It's 2-0. We're off and running. Here we go. Good start to 2005. Good start for the new team. So now I got Jose Guillen up. He's ahead 1-0 in the count, and he smokes that one, and it's going to fall for a hit. Double homer single to start off the game. Real exciting stuff here. Stay tuned, folks. And Wilkerson will ground it to second. It looks like it's going to just be a fielder's choice, so he'll reach 4 base runners so far to start the game. Now Castilla's up. He's down 0-1 in the count, and he smokes that one to left center field, and that's down off the wall. We'll see if they let me send the runner home. They are going to send the runner home, and he's safe. All right, 3-0, just like that. 2-run or an RBI double for Castilla, and now Church is up, and he's ahead 1-0. And he smokes one up the middle for a base hit, and this might make it 4-0. Uh-oh, they might get him. Nope, they don't. All right. Well, we are making Corey Little look silly here to start off. He's only thrown 13 pitches, and he's already given up 4 runs. So kind of says a lot about my guys. So I'm already 7 batters deep with Brian Schneider coming up, down 1-2, and he rips that one out to center, and that's going to be out number 2. So 2 away. Jamie Carroll, my second baseman, the 8th batter of the inning, and he's going to line that one to third. So good start. Good start. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. John Patterson against Kenny Lofton. And that's into left, and that's a base hit. Okay, this could be a wild one. Hopefully not. We're going to try to pick him off at first. And he gets back in there in time. I'm going to try to hold him one more time. It's grounded. They'll get the 1. All right, so we got the speed runner. It works for me. As long as you get the lead runner, I'm fine with it. All right, 2-2 count to Utley, and that's going to fall for a hit. Hold the runner at second. So now the Phillies can make this a game with 1 swing with Pat Burrell. I'm gonna just pitch to him, see if this works. He popped it up and it's caught. All right. So 2 quick outs. And now we got Jimmy Rollins. And that's also popped up over the infield. And they escaped a jam. All right. I like it. So we're up 4-0. 4-0 good guys. And the pitcher is going to lead it off here. 1-1. And he hits that one on the ground at third. That will be out number 1. Easy out. And Jack Wilson now. He's had 2-0, and he grounds that one over to short. So they're still making hard contact on him, which is good. But now Little's actually got 2 outs. Johnson homered in the first. And it's a weak one, and that's a quick 1-2-3. All right, as long as I can keep this up and kind of get Little out of there early, I think we'll be okay. 1-1 to Polanco. Oh shoot! Oh man! Oh. Well, all right. Just hope that's that. Oh geez. Okay, I think that's gonna stay in the yard. Yeah. Cool. So there's the first out. So Little's up. He's the 8th batter. Oh, got him. Oh, okay. That pitch looked really inside. Good thing that was the pitcher hitting and not someone else. Got him. Oh, throw to first. Yes. All right. So we gave up the homer, but that's all right. We're still ahead. So Guillen's coming up. What did he do last time? He got a hit. He singled his last time. And that's hit on the ground at third. I will admit, I don't like putting up big innings and then not being able to do anything after that. That really does get under my skin. Let's see what happens here. There's a hit. All right, maybe we can get some going. Nice job, Wilkie. Now Castilla, former Colorado Rocky great. He struck out. So that's the first strikeout for Little. All right, really need to get a run in here, or at least get on base. And that'll help. Hey, atta baby. Going to the wall. We'll see if Wilkerson tries to score here. They're gonna nope, they are gonna score him. Nice. All right, I'll take it. So got that run. And that's popped into left. It's gonna be caught. Easy catch. But we got a run. So we got that run right back after the homer from Polanco. So 5-1 game. That's a strikeout for Lofton. I like it. 3 strikeouts for Patterson. All right. I dig it. Oh, that's going to be a hit. The great Bobby Abreu. I actually remember watching him play. He was near retirement when I watched him. They going to get him? Yes. Atta baby. That's what you get for trying to run on my catcher, boy. Ooh, yeah, that's a good thing they got him because that probably scores at least would have gotten Abreu to third, maybe got him home. So take it. And are they going to get him? No. Shoot. You got too good of a jump there. Oh, boy. And a walk. All right. So Patterson's at 54 pitches right now. Pitch markers right here. He's fine. Ooh. All right. Rollins, weak grounder. He's going to beat it. Dang it. All right. This is where it could get interesting. Oh, come on. I feel like I run into this all the time. This could get really annoying. Come on, get him out. Get him out. There you go. All right, it works. Now, what are they booing about? Booing because I'm ahead. All right, come on, Carroll, get us going. Grounded to third, 1 down. Okay. All right, Patterson. I'd love if you could support yourself here. Oh, dang it. All right, bottom of the order, not really doing a great job. It's okay. Just need Wilson to get on base here. That'd be great. All right. Quick 1, 2, 3. Just got to get back out there and do it. All right, this should be an easy out. Oh, shoot. Okay. Whew. I always get nervous on those. It's never, I can't really tell where the ball's going to end up. All right, Lieberthal, the catcher, is popped into right center. He'll be caught 2 away. All right. He's at 70 pitches now. It's opening day. I'm not going to worry about getting the bullpen going unless if something really just tapers off. Oh, get him. Okay. Whew. All right. We're up 5-2. We're already to the 5th inning. Johnson homered earlier. See if he can do it again. And hey, atta baby. There you go. Nick Johnson. Good, solid first baseman who warmed up Ryan Zimmerman's seat in real life. Oh, this is going to be a double play. Dang it. Oh, there goes that. Okay. All right, Wilkie, come on now. All right, we'll take the walk. Works for me. So man on for Vinny. Oh, get up the middle. Yes, atta baby. All right, I'm not going to send Wilkerson. I don't trust it. Just play it safe. Keep everybody within reach. Now I just need Church. Get through. Come on. All right. Blew a chance there, but we're still up 3. We can make it work. With Abreu, tried to get him to go around. So 1-1. Oh, get him. Dang it. All right. If they're going to keep running on me, this could get really annoying. There we go. Atta baby. So there's the first out. Come on, get him. All right, that'll work. And they're going to hold him. All right, I like it. Keep him at second. It's harder to score from second than it is from third. Oh, geez. Oh, get him. Oh, come on. Nah, he's going to get third easy. God dang it. All right. Well, I'm going to get my bullpen going. So if you're going to substitute, just go to your substitutions tab. I'm going to get John Rauch warmed up. Patterson is at 93 pitches right now, and he's got the tying run at the plate. And all right, that'll work. Patterson's at least in line for the win at this point. I don't think I'm going to keep him in because he's due up third this inning. We'll just see how it goes. I don't want to burn a pinch hitter off my bench if I don't have to, but if I don't get anybody on base, I'm probably just going to do that. He popped it up. Come on, get in the stands. Dang it. Go figure. It stayed in there. All right, come on, Carroll. Yeah, I think I'm going to just have to, I don't know. Maybe I'll let him hit. No, I don't have to put him in. Oh, they have a new pitcher. Scott Matheson. Okay. So he was thinking the same thing I was. Pooey. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get my bullpen guy in there. 5 innings, 3 earned, 4K. Not terrible. I'd like to see a little better of an outing, but that's okay. So I got my big boy Rock in there. Just needs to keep them off the board. Ooh, he tried to bunt at that. Interesting. I'm sorry if you guys can't really see what's going on. This is kind of small. Hey, atta baby, struck him out. All right, backwards K, and now Marlon, the great Marlon Bird. How about that? Guessing he's pinch hitting here. Oh dear. Oh no. Thanks, Rauk. Appreciate you. All right. Just And it's a 3-1 count. Ah, shoot. God dang it. All right. What is he at? He's at 12 pitches. I'm going to see how he's doing. I feel good. I really do. Do you really? Do you? Because you're kicking it. You're kicking the bucket right now, my guy. Come on, get the double play. Get it. All right. We'll take it. We'll take the out at second. I'll take it. Bobby a Braves up. This could be interesting. All right. He grounded to second. Good. Atta baby. All right. It's 1-run game. I think at this time, I'm going to go ahead and get someone in the bullpen warmed up. Let's try Majewski. Let's see how this goes. So my batter is Wilson. I got the top guys coming up to the plate. Oh, Jesus. Come on, man. So Wilson got hit, if you can't see that. So now it's Johnson. Pooey. Counts 2-2 to Gian. Oh, get down. Come on, get over his head. Man, that would have probably gone over my outfielder's head. I'm just going to say it. All right, Wilkie's up. And you smoked that one. Man. Stretch time. Let's go ahead and get my bullpen arm in there. I don't know. Maybe do I want to do a double switch? Yeah, I'm going to do a double switch. So I'm going to put Jose Vidro in for Jamie Carroll. We'll get a new second baseman in there. All right, come on, Majewski. Yes, atta baby. All right, good start. Haven't scored since the third, though. Like I said, when I put up big innings early and can't get anything after, drives me crazy. I've never liked it one bit. All right, get Rollins here. Come on. Yes, got him to pop up. Cool. Nice job. Let's try to get some runs now. That'd be great. Castilla's up against Ryan Madsen. Let's see. Man. Right out to Lofton. Yeah, it was up 5-1 at one point. He got 4 in the first and haven't been able to get anything since. Oh, get through. Yes. All right. All right. Come on, Schneis. Get through. Yes, atta baby. Yes. Yes, he bobbled it. Yes. All right. We're in good spot. We're in a good position, boys. Sorry, I'm hyped right now. This is a big opportunity. Come on. Let's see. All right, we're gonna send him. I'm gonna try and tack on a run here. Oh, get down, beat him. Yes. All right, cool. So I got the run. That kind of thing can make a difference. Why did I send? I didn't realize my pitcher was hitting. Well, let me see where he's at. He's at 15 pitches. I should have got a bullpen arm going. All right, we're gonna get Mike O'Connor warmed up. I should have done that before the inning started. That's on me. Dang it. Come on, give me that game. Oh, sit. Yes. All right, this is my guy ready. He's warming up. Maybe I can try to stall it a little bit. All right, Mike O'Connor's ready. I'm going to go ahead and get him in there. So Phillies have the tying run at the plate. Full count now for Michaels. Get a double play. All right, I'll take it. At least got one out. Now it's Lieberthal. All right, this should get out. Yes. All right. We're up by 2, going to the 9th. Let's try to get that 1-0 record. So it's the 0-1 from Billy Wagner. Oh, yes. Nice hit. That was smoked. All right. So it's a lefty on left. Good take. Out of baby. All right, good start. This is how rallies get made. Oh, Gian. Come on, get in the stands. God dang it. All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna keep him in there. See how this goes. Oh, get down, get down. Yes. Yes, I'll get a run in. All right, that's what we needed. That's what we needed. Had a baby. Lefty on left. I love it. I love it. All right, come on, Vinny. That should be deep enough. Come on, come on, come on. Get down, get down. Yes. All right. I'm up by 3. I feel a little more comfortable now. Oh, by the way, I should be getting my I'm still gonna get my closer set up. I'm still gonna get him uh warmed up. So then, I have my closer ready if I need him. All right. All right, we're up 3. We're up 3. Let's see if he's ready. He is ready. Fantastic. All right, Chad, bring us home. Get us the dub. All right, that should be out number 1. Nice. All right, there it is. First out. Oh, he smoked that. Dang it. All right, it's okay. We're good. Hopefully. Anything can happen now. Oh, come on. Oh, Schneis. My guy, you can't do that there. You got to hang on to that. I'll get a runner over to third. Those mistakes, those errors, they're never good. Come on, get them. Yes. All right. We got it. We did it. Got the opening day win. Got my first win as a skipper. Love it. And then once the game's over, you get these box scores. So Nationals beat the Phillies 8-4. 8 runs on 13 hits, no errors. Phillies got 4 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. A 4-run first did prove to be the difference for me. And then it gives you a little recap of how the game went. And then you can look at your line score here. So Wilson and Johnson went 2 for 4 each. Gian 1 for 5. Wilkerson 2 for 4. Ryan Church went 3 for 5. Great day from him. Carroll was my only starter who wasn't a pitcher that didn't get a hit. Patterson was 0 for 3. Vidra walked in his 1 plate appearance. As for the Phils, Abreu, Utley, Rollins each got 2 hits. Polanco hit that homer. Marlon Byrd got a pinch hit homer. And then this kind of gives you a rundown. So I had doubles from Wilson, Wilkerson, Church, and Castilla. Nick Johnson hit a homer in the first off Corey Little. Jack Wilson was hit by a pitch. Castilla and Vidro had sac fly RBIs. Oh, that's my RBI category, not my walk category. So Vidro did not have an official at bat. Rollins had a triple for the Phillies. Polanco and Bird homered, like I had said. Phillies left 9 men on base. Nationals left 7 men on. I did not have a stolen base attempt. Phillies were 2 for 3 in stolen bases. Pat Burrell committed an error. John Patterson went 5 innings, gave up 7 hits, 3 earned, walked 2, struck out 4. Not bad for a first outing, I guess. I mean, better than his counterpart. 4 2/3, 5 earned on 8 hits. So, I'll take it. That was a good win. The bullpen shut it down. So I'll take it. This is a good start. Good start to the game. So now we're just going to leave the game here. And I got some achievements. It's out of here. Achievement, the home run by Nick Johnson. And then the date of first win, defeated the Phillies. So, yeah. So that's pretty much what Out of the Park is. I plan to kind of do this as often as I possibly can. I'd like to at least do this daily. Try to get something daily on this, especially if it keeps gaining traction. But if you are interested in this game, you can get it on Steam for about $20. or so, maybe even less. Just keep just keep an eye out on Steam because they do get a lot of promotions. Um, they do have a lot of like special deals on their games. Yeah, it's just a fun little game to play. If you're a nerd like me or Cameron, and you like to kind of get a chance to see what it's like to simulate run your own team, this is a great way to do it. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. Hope this gains some traction. Be sure to share share this channel with your friends and family. Until then, we'll see you next time, guys.